EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Thielen going to go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Still going. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, 57 yards. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for two here. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now here's Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. A 1st down throw for Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Fast footwork by Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a first down throw for Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing, Young. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 17 yards. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the red zone now, Young. Flushed out right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Young now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo from 6 yards away. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Rolling to his left. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, look, I got a question. You must be putting the cheat codes right to run through my line like that, cause man, that's good though, but is it possible? God almighty.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and sneak it, and he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Young. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and then it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the piece. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Young to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Young. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Young. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.